Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jamb. Today I'm going to tell you guys my Jamb strategy. For those who do not know, I have a BSc degree in human anatomy and I'm currently studying a second degree, an MBBS degree in 400 level or 500 level depending on when you see this video. Probably I may be in 500 level by the time I'm posting this video. It's been a long time since I took Jamb. Yes, I wrote Jamb. If you want to know all the stories about why I went for Jamb instead of a direct entry, just go see it. I'll put the link up for you. I've explained everything. With that said, let's go on with today's video. For my Jamb, I need you to understand the scenario I was in. When I wrote the Jamb that gave me this admission, it was already 2018 and I finished secondary school 2010. You can imagine that I had not been taught physics and chemistry, most especially, for 8 whole years. So it was like me learning all over again. So I decided to go for textbooks so that I'll be able to learn all over again. So first of all, I bought 4 different textbooks for physics, 4 different textbooks for chemistry, 4 different textbooks for biology. And that's what I used to study. Now, I'm not saying those 4 textbooks that you're buying must be popular textbooks. I think I went for modern biology, essential biology, lamb-lab biology, and one other biology textbook. Is it comprehensive? I can't remember right now. I think comprehensive biology, is any book like that. I just shall know that I used 4 different textbooks for biology, 4 different textbooks for chemistry, 4 different textbooks for physics. I drew up a timetable. I made it such that I'll be able to finish reading all those textbooks at least before the week before my Jamb, so that week before Jamb I'll spend it with past questions. So you get that kind of thing. So I believe that by the time you finish reading something in a particular textbook, you read that same thing again in another textbook, you read that same thing again in another textbook. That's trying to know the way different textbooks put those material, because you know that different textbooks have their own way of explaining different topics. So for someone like me that had not opened those topics for a very long time, that have not been taught, it went a very long way to help me. For those of you that have just finished from secondary school, I don't think this is necessary. You don't really necessarily need to read so many texts. So this particular strategy is mostly for those people who finished secondary school a long time ago and they have forgotten most of their physics, chemistry, and biology. Next thing is answering of past questions. My God, I cannot overemphasize how past questions helped me. One thing I did was that when I finished a particular textbook for a particular course, I draw up like 4 to 5 years past questions and answer it in those courses. And I make sure that I answer it in such a way that, sorry guys, if you're hearing someone's voice in the background, my neighbor is gisting with his friend. So I made sure it was such a way that I would time myself. So answering past questions has a way of teaching you time management. So I answer those questions, time myself, the standard Jamb time, and answer those questions like as if I'm in an exam hall, and then I mark myself. So the first time I tried it, I didn't do so well. I think I was average. I had just average scores, especially for physics and chemistry. Although for biology, since my first degree was in human anatomy, biology was way easier. I've always had over 70% in biology, all the past questions that I answered. So I didn't really have problems with biology. But chemistry and physics were terrible. Imagine after finishing the textbook for the first time, I was still averaging 50% in physics and chemistry. So that was not good enough. It now fueled me to go through the textbook a second time. And then by the time I went through the 3rd textbook, went through the 4th textbooks, so by that time I was already, hitting my 70s, my 80s. Past questions is so underrated. Don't joke with your Jamb past question. But at the same time, if you go through past question when you don't have anything inside your head, I don't think it makes any sense for you to go through past questions when you have not even studied. You don't have anything inside your head. You just be cramming those past questions, hoping that those questions will be repeated. And how are you sure that those questions will be repeated? Nobody knows. Another thing that helped me was online resources. My God, myschool.ng, allschool.ng. There are so many websites. This is social media generation for a reason. Just browse Jamb mock questions. You will see lots of questions that you can practice past questions, although practice questions after you have done your personal studying. And one more thing that helped me tremendously is that because of my BSc degree in human anatomy, I was teaching Jamb lesson. Like I was teaching Jamb biology. Like I literally used the textbook to teach those students Jamb biology. So I knew the textbook from back to back and back to front. So biology was not an issue, and they did not know that I had registered for Jamb. So it grabbed. So the times when they were now teaching the students chemistry and physics, like the Jamb students, chemistry and physics, I used to, stand around the class and, just do like as if I'm sitting down there and waiting for my own turn to teach biology. Not knowing that I was actually learning. So Jamb lesson is another thing that would help you and go a very long way to help you to pass Jamb very well. Don't joke with Jamb lessons. But then don't go and fly and be swallowing Jamb lessons when, of course, you have not done your personal study. Jamb lesson cannot substitute your personal study. So in as much as you're attending Jamb lessons, you need your personal study. In conclusion, Jamb requires preparation. Jamb has a very strong way of humbling people. The Jamb I did my least preparation for was the Jamb I had my highest score. The Jamb I did my most preparation for was the Jamb I had the least score. If you're a Christian and you're watching me, pray to God, ask God to help you, invite the Holy Spirit into your life to help you to remember these things, to help you to understand what you're studying. You know, Jamb is OBJ. There's a way the Holy Spirit can whisper the answer into your mind. You need the Holy Spirit in your life. That's just what I'm going to say in summary. If there's anything I've forgotten while editing this video, I'm definitely going to add it. I wish all Jambites all the best in this year 2024.